I'm Nick Messenger. I'm a second-year economics student from Bowling Green, Ohio.
I'm Emily DiDonato. I'm a second-year biology student from Toledo, Ohio.
The biggest thing on our platform is, number one, affordability. We want to make sure that Ohio State students can afford to come to Ohio State, and we want to do that in a realistic way. So the biggest thing is textbook prices are kind of out of control, and a lot of students are paying way too much for textbooks every quarter. So one of the things we really think we can do is actually bring students together and coordinate a pretty simple book swap that we're calling the Buckeye Book Swap. So basically at the beginning of every quarter you'd be able to bring textbooks to the union, and this would include unbound textbooks too, which is great. So you'd bring them, you'd set your own price, we'd scan them into the system, they'd go online. Other students could look and see what textbooks you have available, and then they could come and buy them at the beginning of every quarter. And we think that could save students on average about $80 a quarter. And if 4% of Ohio State students use that, that's $500,000 a year for our campus as a whole. So that's a huge way we can have savings right off the bat just by organizing students.
Yeah, another huge issue coming up is the switch to semesters. Nick and I will both be here for the semester conversion, so it's really important to us that students learn what classes they need to take, that way they can graduate on time and don't have to pay more to be here longer than they need to be. So what Nick and I want to set up is something called MySwitch, which would be an online interactive website where you could go in, plug in your major, plug in what classes you've already taken and what year you want to graduate, and then it would switch it over for semesters for you and just let you know exactly what you need to do in order to graduate on time.
Yeah, and then the third thing is just including more students. We've had a great year in Senate this year. Emily and I both joined the organization last year, but one thing we think that is kind of frustrating about student government is that it's a lot of talk, it's not very much action, and it's not including a lot of students. So we've brought a campaign team together of students who have been super involved and leaders in different communities and different organizations across campus who have a lot of experience on Ohio State's campus, but not necessarily in student government. So we want to continue over a year in office, reaching out, talking with representatives from all 1,000 plus student organizations on campus, talking with representatives from every community on campus, and making sure they're making decisions with us and with the university. We don't have all the answers. We don't have the background of knowing what it's like to be every type of student at Ohio State, and our diversity is our biggest strength as a campus. So we want to make sure we're including more students and reaching out and letting them make decisions that are relevant to their issues.